It's Week 17 of the 2024 season, and we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Bengals and the Broncos, and it's all up next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You talk about this Bengals defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A first carry for Rashad White. And right away he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Williams now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Bengals at 7 and 8 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Brian Thomas with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it lines up 6 points. The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ball under 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Let's go.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Williams. He's got him in, complete. Down the left sideline. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Darius Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking for.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's Williams. Flushed out right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go.
To throw, Williams. He's got room at the 30. 20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. To the air, Williams. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Darnell Washington, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing Nix. Slant pass to Boyd. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Here's Nix once more. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun is Nix. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw is Nix. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it all in for Bengals touchdown. Brian Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Nix. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Let's go. Go.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before break. Williams. And his throw here is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guy. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
One play action, here's Nix. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Off the play fake, Nix. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it, and the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing is Williams. Able to find Gray here. Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Williams. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hurt.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Go.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Brian Thomas from 3 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
First down, here's White. And a fast footwork by White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Zach Ertz, 27 yards. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
60 evil, 60 evil. Trap 60, trap 60. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
In motion right is Thomas. Here's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
No.
On play action, here's Williams. Rolling to his right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Madison. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
White going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Go. Go.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ready, ready.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, Williams. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Brian Thomas, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Smash, smash. Go!
They'll go again with Gibbs. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Set. Set, go.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to his tight end all. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Get up.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
To the air, Williams. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
His throw incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
That's complete to Chase. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down. Nix to the air. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Curtis Samuel, 41 yards. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Nix looking to throw again. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high